All right, man. This is gonna be good. Last time we did this was the pandemic. Like it was in the middle of the
Yeah.
pandemic, bro.
Yeah. Is it already recording?
It's been
Oh,
recorded
it's
since
been
I
recording?
snapped
All
the
right. Hope
since
so.
I snapped the thing.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the pandemic. What about oh one?
Pandemic was not
Not
2001,
not oh
bro.
one.
I'm like, bro, what you? Are you smoking? Is there something you want to tell
21,
me?
man. I'm getting old,
21,
bro.
bro. I don't even remember. I'd be like, yeah, that was 3 years ago. I look at it like, no, I was like
Mm,
7. I was like, boy, that's
yeah.
been a minute, man. How you feeling, man? First of all, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of No Draws. As you can see, I started a new YouTube page, and the person that helped me do that is sitting right across from me. So I need y'all to put y'all hands together for
Thank
and
you.
welcome our special guest
Thank
today,
y'all.
man. Let them know who you are.
I am Trey Moe, comedian and entrepreneur.
This nigga knows the keys to life. I don't know how he does it, but 20 years, that's where we're going to start. My man has been an entrepreneur for 20 years.
Yes.
That mean he ain't had a clock in on nobody, nothing.
Today's my anniversary.
Oh,
My,
today for real, for real?
today, like the actual day, the last day I clocked out was May the 7th.
Wow, what was the job you had, the last job you had?
I was a janitor.
I was not expecting What? A janitor?
Yeah, I was a janitor at TJ Maxx.
That is
At
wild.
TJ Maxx, I was a janitor.
Okay, damn. I know that bathroom was terrible.
Terrible.
Oh, my God.
You know what was the worst though? The women's restroom.
Oh, because the pads, it'd be, bruh.
It be pads, tampons. They just rip the tampons out, and just throw them. Shockingly,
In the floor?
yes,
Ladies, y'all need to do better because that's crazy.
yes. It changed my whole perspective of women.
Cause like even dudes, we'll do some
Go ahead.
crazy stuff, but we ain't. I don't know. I ain't never had a tampon.
The max in the man's bathroom is piss on the floor.
Yeah,
That's it. Like, damn, bro, you missed
you missed the whole stall.
Yeah. But the women, it was baby diapers with poop, and it was terrible. Women's restrooms are always, when I say always, always terrible. Don't ever let ladies tell you that they not nasty in the man.
Oh, I know they are. I've
Yeah.
lived with a lady.
The nastiest women are nastier than all the men.
Yeah,
That's what makes up. That's what kills it. You know what I'm saying?
What's the signs though? Cause you can never guess if a woman bathroom gonna be bad until you get to the house.
Man,
Because you can normally judge by that car though.
yeah, you could not yes and no.
Okay.
Right? You 100% right. You normally can judge if their car look a certain way in the inside.
Yep.
But I know some girls who car look a certain way in the inside, then their house be spotless. They just be doing everything
In the car.
in the car.
Yeah.
But like I dated one girl. I was like, I can't do this. The house that the bath. I was like, nah, Slim, I can't do this. Look, when I went to her house, you good. When I went to her house, I ain't even feel comfortable touching the toilet seat. I had to take some tissue and nah, let me get some tissue.
Oh, you had to layer the toilet up at the house?
At the house, boy. Her house was so
crazy.
You know what was crazy though? What was crazy than that? Her house was so I won't say nasty. It was nasty. Her house was so nasty, right? But when her homegirl walked in, I was over there one day, her homegirl walked in. You know what her homegirl said?
You cleaned up?
Yeah, she said, "Bitch, this the cleanest this the cleanest I ever seen it." I said, I know you lying.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh, that mean it was worse?
It was worse. What girl
Oh,
say?
my
Bitch, I know you
God.
lying. I like, ain't no way.
Hey,
Ain't no way
man.
this is the cleanest you never seen it.
I ain't gonna lie. I done been to some houses. I'm
Ain't no
like,
way.
I'm gonna act like I ain't see what I saw
Yeah.
just to get through what we got going on
Yeah.
together. We finna kiss in the mouth, and this might be my last time
Yeah.
being here, man. Because
But I couldn't believe it.
yeah, women be like that. I've been over women's houses and the same pile of clothes be there for 3 weeks and they ain't folded
Yeah.
and everything. You be like, ma'am, what are we doing? You got a whole washer and dryer here. You just got your clothes sitting out.
It ain't gotta be super clean. Like I ain't one of the people where you gotta be OCD clean. But most of my girlfriends been clean for the most part.
Yeah, I be the one messing up the house, really.
Yeah.
I come in and throw stuff. I'm a 5-year-old.
I would say this overall, women cleaner than men, but the nastiest women is what
It's
don't
like-
super nasty.
Like to the other spectrum.
Yeah,
Like, what?
there ain't no middle ground for women. Either she clean, fairly clean, or she super nasty.
Super nasty is wild to say out loud.
In the
That's
worst
crazy.
way. Super nasty in the worst way. You know what I mean? That makes sense.
That's dope. So you've been 20 years. What was the point in your life where you just was like, something clicked and you was like, I don't need to be here.
Well,
I can do X, Y, Z.
yeah, I was always entrepreneur, even as like a 16-year-old, a 15-year-old.
That
So
makes sense.
I was 17 when I first clocked out. But yeah, I had a moment where I realized like I ain't never clocking back in. So I was turning in my 2 weeks notice. My sister was getting ready to graduate from Howard. and I was finna go. We was finna get ready to go out of town, so I was turning in my 2-week notice, and the owner, not the owner, but the manager at TJ Maxx, he was on the phone. So when I walked in there, he was like, had his back turned, he was on the phone, and it was a white dude. He was like, yeah, Rob, what's up? What's up? Yeah, and he's just like laughing, having a great conversation. And then I looked up, I was like, Mr. Johnson. Just say Mr. Johnson for the sake of it. Mr. Johnson. And I held up the his name was Mr. Williams. We'll say his real name. Mr. Williams. I held up the
Shout out to him.
Yeah. I held up my 2 weeks notice and he was like, what's that? I was like, it's my 2 weeks notice. Cause I said, you on the phone like, my 2 weeks notice. He said, oh, don't worry about coming back. Yeah, Rob. Yeah.
Oh my God.
He just played it the way he played it off. Like
he ain't care.
Like he ain't care like that. Nah, hey yo man, where you going? I appreciate you, man. All the tampons I done picked up out the floor.
Man.
All the poopy diapers I done picked up. All the stuff. You know how long it take you to sweep a whole TJ Maxx?
No.
It take you like 2.5, 3 hours to sweep a whole TJ Maxx.
And
floor.
then you had to mop it too?
No, I never had to mop it.
Oh,
just sweep it. With
okay.
that little mop broom.
The
Like
little-
a mop broom. You know what
I
I'm
know
talking
you're
about?
talking about,
Had
yeah.
to sweep it. But it takes like 3 hours. But I low-key like them type jobs because I ain't got to talk to people. You know I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
And they let me put my headphones in.
I be forgetting that
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
an introvert. Because
Yeah,
to me, I don't think you are. I was just like, oh,
Everybody
that's
feel
just
that
Trey.
way.
But
Feel
then,
like
like, if you
introvert.
know, like, hey, Trey gonna be in the house. I tell you that. He gonna be at the house, and he gonna be with his family. And
That's it.
that's the best thing ever, bro. Because there ain't nothing out. You ain't missing nothing in these
Yeah.
streets. Nothing but chlamydia.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing out here.
So when I clocked out, I remember I walked outside and my mom was picking me up. So I walked outside and I was like, Ma, this is my last time clocking out. I ain't never working a job. And she said, how you gonna pay your bills? I was like, I don't know. I figured out. He said, boy, you talking crazy. And she started laughing, got in the car. And that was it. I ain't clocked
And
back in since.
that's even amazing because there's a lot of people that they can't do that. They don't have it. You gotta have. I've realized you have to have that inside of you already,
Yeah.
or you're not gonna be able to like face the highs and the lows of entrepreneurship. Because it be days I be looking at my account, I be like, Lord, what's
Man,
going on? And then next week I get a call and something else happened, and I be like, all right, cool, we good. I ain't tripping.
Now I had moments where I was like, should I get a job? Don't get it twisted. Like,
Oh, bro, I know.
ups and yeah, I had moments where I was like, all right, let me try to get a job, blase. But I just never could get a job. So even when I tried to get a job one time, I was like, all right, that ain't work. You know what I mean? So I went back to doing my thing, and then something always.
It's like you
God
align.
delivered.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
fate.
it is like God be like, we gonna see how much you can bear with this little bit of struggle. We're gonna get you to see if you can wait it out, or at least something. Wait for the stars to connect. Cause I think that's
Yeah.
what it is. Everything is take time, and looking at other people, I do the. Do you have the like you look at other people and you be like, damn man, why this ain't happen for me? Type of thing. Cause it's entrepreneurship is like. We outside of the matrix, so we just be looking at everybody else and be like, well, this is what y'all be doing in real life? So you ever had times where you be like, man, if I would have just stayed at a job, I'd have been here.
Yeah, I used to look at people and be like, why this ain't happening for me? I used to. But then that changed, you know what I'm saying? Because I realized, like, I wasn't disciplined enough sometimes. When you
Okay.
look back at stuff, you realize, oh,
Yeah.
nah, that was God protecting me. Because I
Got
would have
you.
destroyed myself. I wasn't disciplined enough to handle that at the time. I wasn't developed enough either.
I get
Sometimes
it.
it's about being developed enough too.
That is true.
So when you get your moment, you developed enough and you get to stay in your moment.
Mm-hmm.
So now, because I had to fight and claw so much,
Mm-hmm.
being an entrepreneur, that everything in business come fairly easy to me,
Mm-hmm.
right? But that's only because I had to claw and fight to eat. But in the very 2-3 years, if you just gave me in the first 10 years, if you just gave me everything I asked for, I don't think I wouldn't be half as good as being an entrepreneur as I am now.
You have a sense of entitlement. I think that's a thing that's running rampant in like this, not even this community, but like working in entertainment. I feel like the internet, if you never had to like go outside of it, you kind of people have an air of entitlement to them. You know where I seen the entitlement get broke, bro? At Wild 'N Out,
They're wilding
the
out.
auditions, bro.
Yeah.
Woo! When I say them the most ruthless auditions I've ever seen, bro. If you say it's a room full of social media comedians, never been on stage before, millions of followers, bro.
Yeah.
And they gotta go play a game in front of a crowd. They practicing at this point.
Yeah.
And they finding out just then that they not funny in real time, boy. The
'Cause
amount of
improv funny is different from screen funny.
when I say I've never seen that many grown men cry and just get sent home like in front of everybody. And I'm like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But I feel like it does give people like a sense of entitlement if they do not try to work on their craft. But
Yeah.
I understand why you wouldn't if you making that if you're making a living and you be like, I don't need to go on stage. And then I realize that's the progression of everything. Like you go from your phone
Right.
to on stage, and then you go to something else after what's after stage. I think it start going. I think it go phone, stage, movies, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, entertainment, whether it's TV or not.
Yeah, it depends. Now you just got YouTube. You ain't even got to go to no network.
Yeah. And YouTube paying.
It is playing.
You know, so it depends on how you look at the game. But in my YouTube generation, you know, it was Hot Damn I Rock, Spoken Reasons,
Yeah.
Jerry Levine Jr., Dormtainment, For Y'all Entertainment that came a little bit after me. But in my generation, like the Road to Hollywood, it was like the sketch guys. I'm the last person still kind of standing. That I look at and be like, okay, every year I'm at least going up in the trajectory.
Yeah,
You
it
see
never
what I'm
went the other way.
Now, I went the other way, but I bounced back. Every time I went the other way, I was able to recover.
You figured it out.
But I'm 15 years later, you know, I started posting sketches in 09. Well, 16 years later now. And I'm still standing. And I'm still able to eat. So I'm like, all right, I'm here.
Hey, man, kudos to that, man. That's crazy. First of all, a lot of them people you named,
Yeah.
they still here, but they not. I don't. That maybe it's because I know you. It could be
Yeah.
like, oh man, because to me, in my eyes, you J. Cole.
Yeah, you done told me that before.
I done told you that. But I'm like, nah, but for real though. But you don't know it though. Like I'm like, oh, he J. Cole for real. But he just, I think, you just be doing your stuff. You know how like, everybody be looking at
Yeah.
you at it like, oh man, you this person. You be like, I'm just getting these bills paid.
Yeah. That's what it feel like sometimes. That's
Yeah.
what it feel like. Because it's hard to, when you in it, you can't really see the outside.
You don't.
When you in it, right? And I remember, even when I got 1 million followers and all that, I remember my homegirl was at the crib and she was helping me package T-shirts one day.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, Trey Moe, did you think it was gonna happen like this? Or like, did you think you was gonna grow like this? I said, no, I thought I was gonna be bigger, if we being honest. But that was me being truly,
Yeah, because that's how you feel.
that's how I felt. You asked me 10 years ago, I was like, nah, I would have been like selling out the garden. That's how I felt. Like I was hungry like that. But then the pandemic hit and it was like, okay, it set me down a little bit. So I was like, all right, it's cool. I got to develop some more.
Yeah, and I think the development is really what, because now people, it's crazy now. Now I'm like, oh, it makes so much sense. Because when I remember during the pandemic, bro, you was like, bro, we gonna do X, Y, Z, and I'm watching you do it. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
do you sleep? What? This nigga wake up in a cryo chamber like Goku.
I sleep now, but back in the day, I wasn't getting enough sleep. I was
Man.
not getting enough sleep, and I should have been. That's one of some of the. Let me say some of the mistakes, because we got entrepreneurs out
We
here,
do,
right?
yeah.
That's
If you
inspired.
listening.
You have to get enough sleep, because it'll throw your balance off,
Yeah,
right? So sleep, exercise, food, just it'll overall help you with the stress. Meditation, meditate.
man, getting out the house
Sunlight.
and going away from a computer screen is what get me
Get
there.
you some sunlight, do
Yeah.
something. Because it helps. It drastically helps your mental. If you're able to recharge, let's say if I'm at 50%, right? I'm working 6 days a week at 50%. I can do the same amount of work working 3 days at 100.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So you got to remember, even if you working 6 days, if you at 50%, you only putting out 50% effort.
Yeah.
Right? So if you're able to put out 100% or close to it, if you're able to work 6 days and put out 80%, then that's what you want. You're like, okay, I'm kicking ass and taking names.
Cause we done slept and we got what we needed to for our life to be running smooth. A lot of people, I always be hearing people like, man, you sleep when you die. Like, nah, I like taking naps. I be needing a nap, especially entrepreneurs. It's okay, don't feel bad. Take a
Yeah.
nap. Take a nap.
Listen, I always wondered that about my friends to go to work at regular jobs. I'd be like, what you do if you got to take a nap? In my head, I be thinking that, because sometimes you honestly
Coffee.
do have to take a nap.
I think that we need to get our life together. America needs to adopt how they live overseas. They be taking naps. They take hiatus from like 12 to 3.
Yeah.
People be sleep on the floor, in the sidewalk, in a hammock, outside their job, and I feel like that is something we would need in America to like have people be less stressed out.
Yeah, because you need them naps.
You do,
Them naps is essential, man.
cause you be like, you'll have a brain fog. You let me go take a nap. Wake up and answer exactly what you was
straight.
trying to do
You straight.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Or you might sleep too long if you don't set no alarm clock. Be sleeping, it be got dark. You like, oh, it's nighttime now.
Yeah.
I done took a sleep instead of a nap.
But
So
when
that-
go ahead.
So like, with everything that you do, how do your parents feel about this? Like, since your mom said, man, you talking crazy when you started. Now, like, when did she be like, all right, you doing it? Or your parents be like, oh yeah, you figured it out.
I think my mom called me one time and asked for like $4,000. Like
That is when
Like,
mamas
like-
ask for money.
like it was $20. My mama called me, give me $4,000.
Excuse
I'm
me.
like, for what? Don't worry about it. Just give it to me. Huh? Mom, what are you talking about?
I need an explanation, mama. You just
Yeah.
can't just be tossing bread like that.
They said you got money. Who? The internet.
The internet. That's what she said.
I guess I Googled myself. It said I was worth like $5 million or something. Like, Ma, that's not true, Ma.
I Googled myself.
Ma, that's not that net worth.
Ooh, your
Ma, I
mama.
don't know who wrote this net worth, Ma. That is not.
Ooh,
I don't have that.
It's crazy.
Okay, I got $200 in my bank account. I don't know
Man.
what they're talking about on there.
How do you?
That was like maybe like 10 years ago. It was crazy.
Oh man,
So
them
I think
early
that was
years.
the moment that. But my parents, they wasn't on the internet at the time. Like my dad, he ain't on social media, he ain't on Facebook and none of that because I'm the baby, so they older. But so like they know now what I do. If we go out, I get recognized. Somebody maybe like from the videos and they're like,
Yeah.
okay. But they still don't know like. My mom do, but my pop still don't like know exactly how I make money.
Yeah.
He just know I do stuff on the internet, but he don't know like he be like, I don't understand this, man.
He won't.
You won't, because you ain't, you don't. I be trying to break it to him. Like, look, they put ads on videos from the internet, and then that's it.
And you get paid, and they be like, but do your clock in. It's like, clock
No.
in every day, pops. To myself.
But I had like hella like internet businesses, man.
Yeah. What? Like, yeah. I don't even know, but I only know one. Like, how many of them have you? Like, what's the first one that started your first internet business?
Xboxes. I used to fix Xboxes, so I had an Xbox repair shop, and people used to send me their Xboxes. And this was when I was like 19 in college, and I actually was one of the first people to get monetized on YouTube. So I was making Xbox videos on YouTube on how to fix your Xboxes, right? And I dropped out of school for a semester. So I first ordered 3 Xboxes. They was all broken, and then I realized I could fix them because I was like a great engineer. So once I used each Xbox to fix the other Xbox, because they all had different problems, then I was like, okay, I can fix Xboxes.
Okay.
So then I dropped out of school and was like, I'm gonna fix Xboxes, right? So I don't like. I'm always like, if I feel like it's right, then I just do it. So
I think that's the best feeling to go with.
So I remember telling my girlfriend Pops was like, I was over her house, and her dad was like, "How's school going?" I was like, "It's going good, but I ain't going back next semester." And then he was like, "Oh, what you gonna do?" I was like, "I'm gonna fix Xbox. I'm gonna open up like an Xbox repair
Oh
shop."
man, you tell him that. I know he lost it.
Yeah, he said, "Are you dumb?" I was like, I looked at her mom. He asked me again, "Are you dumb?" And I was like, "Am I supposed to answer that?"
I'd be like, do you want to know how much I make a week?
No.
Because I would have
Well, I
hit him
wasn't
with
making no
that.
money at that time.
Oh shoot!
I just
Okay.
started.
I'ma
Now
shut
I look
up.
back at it like, okay, this is his daughter, so of course he like.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Are you dumb?" I was like, "No." It's like I'm broke. I gotta do something.
You said I was broke
Yeah,
too.
I'm broke.
Oh, that got
Man,
hurt.
I'm broke, man. I gotta get some money, baby.
Oh my
But
god.
6 months later, it was Xboxes in the crib stacked up from the floor all the way to the ceiling, of people from the internet sending me their Xboxes, and I was making hella bread. And then they did taxes, so he was calling me then like, let us know you got. He was like super proud of me.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm like, bro, you just asked me was I dumb 6 months ago.
You gotta go take pops to dinner and be like, hey man, you remember being dumb? I'd have put
Yeah.
some money on the table. Like, you see that right there?
Look, y'all, okay, don't let nobody like steer you away from what you feel like you should be doing. Because her pops
Right.
could have steered me away. At that moment, I could have said, yeah, I'm dumb if I do this X, Y,
Yeah.
and Z. But luckily, I got like Kanye West. I got Kanye West ego, but in his mental state,
Yeah.
right? And in his mental
I
state.
understand that completely.
So if I feel like I can do something, I do it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Can't nobody tell me what I can't do. I always like, nah, I can do that. You know, I always feel like that in my heart.
I feel like that's you supposed to be. I think that's one of the scariest people for like American. I think that like they be scared for a black man to have that much confidence in himself, and they be looking at it like, how?
Yeah.
And then they be. It's not more as a how. It's more of a like, but how did you figure it out? And you're here with me. Like they don't understand how you in the same place with them, and then they look at you as like a.
Because it's a reflection of what they not, right?
It's
You know,
definitely.
I teach a lot of finance stuff on the internet. You know, I be posting videos about finances and all
Mm-hmm.
that. I never had one black person say any like hater stuff in the comments. It's always the other the other
And
ones.
that's crazy.
It's always the other ones. I be like, yo, this is how much you can make XYZ. Liar. He's lying to y'all. I'm lying to you. I'm breaking it down in the video. Like black people like, okay, show us. They like interested, but the other ones be like mad. They like mad aggressive for no reason. Not all of them.
I think
But the
it's
hater
just.
comments be them.
I think it's just they don't understand it because it's like even with stand up, like working in entertainment, you can kind of see but feel it, but nobody say it. It's like it's an underground current that's playing, but nobody would tell you. But it's always there's like a browser that's like a virus in the back, but you don't know. Like you know it's playing in the back, but it's minimized, but it's not strong. It's just one of them things that you like is a thing.
Yeah.
And people be so worried about it, and I'd be like, man, that's what make us us.
Yeah, but that's ingrained in them by
Yeah.
mistake, right? And what I mean by that is they victims of racism too, without even knowing it. I look at it like this. So, like, let's say somebody trained, racism is built off capitalism. That's all it
definitely
is, right? It's capitalism. They had to figure out a way to convince people that it's okay to
have slaves.
to have slaves, because black people are humans. So they say we got to trick them. So the people that own slaves was getting tricked too. Generations down saying, oh, okay, nah, they not humans. Right? So they really start thinking that we inferior and that we really not humans as the generations went on. But the first should be last and the last should be first. Them the rules of the game, right? So it's the law of polarity.
Yep.
And the karma you get from that is that you bred this slave with this slave to make a super field worker, and now you got NBA players, and the most athletic race is us now. Now we're a super race.
It's it's crazy.
We
to
literally
see
a super race.
I think about it all the time. Like if you think about all of the ways in which we've been disenfranchised, just growing up, and then to come up out of that to be where we are now, it's like I don't think anybody else could do that.
Yeah.
Like even with the I don't want to say limited knowledge, but like you get put in the it's like an experiment going catastrophically right.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. Even us coming over here, they got us on boats, right? So about a third of us go die. So you got the strongest of the strongest that was able to survive this voyage across the ocean.
Yep.
Right? In piss and feces and throw up and
All
ain't no
of that.
tampons, it's all that got us down in the boat. You got to think about all that
That's
eating
so
mush.
much.
Right? So you got the ones that survive. So now you got the most strong-willed people, and now you breeding the most strong-willed people. And now you breeding them for size.
Yeah.
Right? So now you got the most athletic people on earth. So you actually created a super race of people by mistake.
Yeah, and it's like, oh man, and it's crazy to see, like, to even being in Atlanta is like when you really realize how super we are. When you be like, you'll wake up like, what you do? This is a lawyer, it's a doctor, and they all work for themselves. It's an entertainer, a pianist, a violinist, a flautist, and you'll just be like an engineer. Like a couple of my homeboys engineers, and you just be like, damn, we really are like. You don't ever really look at it like that till you, I feel like, come to a heavily black concentrated area and you just work together with, because I literally work with black people all day long.
Yeah, we're a super race.
Like other places, people that come here and be like, man, so you just be around black people all the time? Like, yeah. And I don't think of it as a thing. It's like, just like, it's white people in the building, but it just be like, people in this office all black. Like, what you want me to do? Like,
yeah.
So it's just like, it's crazy to see that we live in a Wakanda and whatnot.
Atlanta. We live in Atlanta.
Yes,
we live in Atlanta. I wonder.
Yes.
This is the Wakanda. I
it
tell
is
people that all the
definitely
time.
Wakanda, bro. And it's like, oh my God. You don't realize it till you leave, because that's how I realized we really, because like, being entertainment, they make all types of Negroes in Atlanta. It's you get earthy ones, you get the rappers, the trappers, the scammers, you get the smart ones.
Every variety of person.
Every person
black
you can
person.
think of. But they will be in a place together and you would not know.
In like you could walk in Publix and Carl Thomas is playing. You know what I mean? Like you can walk in a corporate.
Facts.
You can walk in a Publix.
Yep.
And depending on what manager's in there, Carl Thomas, you're not gonna get that in LA. You're not gonna walk in a Ralph's or a Vons in LA and Carl Thomas is playing in the joint. And I wish I never met her. Do.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, oh.
A Whole Foods be like that too.
Yeah, it'd be like on some black. It's black.
There's nothing you could do. I remember I was working on the set, and this company came from L.A., and the showrunner was like so uncomfortable that it was so many black people there, because they wasn't used to it. Like as soon as you go to the airport, black.
Yeah.
Fried chicken right here, Waffle House, chicken and beer, Ludacris, like Slutty. I think Slutty Vegan is in there. I don't know. Dave's Cheesesteak. Either way, it's a lot of black companies in there, and you just kind of like see how people are kind of like, oh my God, it's so many of you guys here.
Yeah.
And
they never experienced that. We experienced the opposite end if you ever go somewhere outside of Atlanta. So we didn't experience what it feel like, but they never experienced it on the flip.
Yeah, it's never like, oh my God, I'm the minority. They don't know that till they come to a space and then they look at us like, how do you guys do it here? Like, what's the secret? Like, we're just living.
Yeah.
We just living. But what made you move to Atlanta though? How long you been here though?
This go run 5 years. This is my
He said this go around.
this is my third time living here.
Okay.
I met you on that second run. We
The
first met on that second
okay.
time.
Damn, now like 2015,
2016.
2016. Yeah, I remember something 16.
Yeah. And I lived here before in 2013. So I always liked Atlanta, and they got better stand-up club. So I could go to. I used to work at the Laughing Skull, and they give me stage time. So that was one of the reasons why I kept coming back.
Yeah, shout out to Laughing Skull, man. That's a crazy. So we gonna transition from entrepreneur. 20 years is amazing, bro. I don't even know. Like for those who've ever been,
I don't know either. Go ahead.
Yeah, like
I don't know
mean,
either. I'll be like, yeah, I'm really standing 20 years. Go ahead.
I'm in the same. I'm not even at 20. I don't even know. I'm not like when the last time. Like 6, 7, maybe 6 or 7 years, maybe. But even still, like 7 years of like not have it switch your mind into something. You be savage mode every day for no reason, and it's not like a negative savage mode. It's more of I
gotta eat.
Yes, I have to eat.
I have to literally. I have to eat, so I have to work.
Yes, and once you get that, you kind of start looking at everything different. But what advice would you give somebody that's starting off as an entrepreneur? And wants to take that leap from out of their corporate and then go into whatever business they want to do?
It's gonna be good and bad, right? So you can't have good without having bad, and you can't have bad without having good, right? Law of polarity, law of duality, however you want to say it. So what I mean by that is, the more you rise and more good stuff happen to you, the more bad stuff gonna happen to you too.
Facts.
Right? And so you go have a choice. Now some people can say it's God, it's the devil, it's good versus evil. I believe it's what it is. You always go have a choice. So it's like let's say if you get millions of dollars, then you gonna have women. Let's say you get millions of dollars in fame and you blow up, but you gonna have more women coming at you that you ever had coming at you before. And if you got a wife or a girlfriend, then at that moment, the evil side of that is they gonna be sending what you like, because the devil gonna send what you like. It ain't gonna be what you don't like. He gonna know exactly what you like. He gonna send a sister that you ain't never seen this shape on a woman before.
Sweet tea colored eyes.
And it's gonna be X, Y, and Z. So if you look at the lottery winners, even when they get money, they always say the lottery was the worst thing that happened to them because they weren't prepared for all the bad stuff that was gonna come. You don't know what it's like for your family to flip on you. You don't know what it's like for your friends to flip on you, right? Or to say, give me some money or give me that, because the entitlement is gonna be there.
Yep.
And there's nothing that you can prepare for, especially when it's your loved ones and you want to help them and you want to see everybody do good, and you realize I can't save.
Can't save.
I can't save everybody, and it's a sad feeling.
It's hurt. It's one of the feelings you be like, damn.
Yeah.
Cause I know I suffer from it too. I know you got to. Like, how do you even cope with that part?
Well, I just learned to cope with that part a few years ago. So I had to realize and say, you know what? I gave everybody a chance. Right? And so people sometimes they want to do everything by themselves, but they want to do everything by themselves with your money. So they be like, I want to do it myself. Well, do it yourself. How can you do it yourself with somebody else's money?
That don't make sense.
That don't
they got to be a part of it because they money in it.
Yeah. Or they don't even want no guidance at all. It's like some weird entitlement. And they think if you... I told my pops this one time. I said, Pop, look, man, if everybody take a little, it's a lot.
Because, yeah.
So if you get somebody $5,000 and get this person $2,000 and get this person $1,000, when you look up and you ain't got no money, ain't nobody gonna look like, well, you ain't give me no $100,000, but I gave everybody a little. And it equaled a lot.
It equaled a lot of monies.
Yeah. So I always look at it like it's good and bad to come with all this. So if you don't want to experience none of the bad, then stay in the middle. The middle is the safest place for you to stay at, but ain't no glory in the middle. You're not
gonna feel like you did something.
Yeah. Nobody gonna remember you.
Fat.
You go die and that's okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you want to create something, and you want to leave something, it's gonna be good and bad that's gonna come with that. You gotta take it. But there's no way you gonna escape that bad. Yep. I don't care who is. There's no way. It's always gonna be a choice, because if the devil can't reach you, even if you solid with God, the devil can't reach you. He'll reach somebody you love. That's the first story of the Bible.
Yeah.
Right. The devil can reach Adam because God gave Adam his path, but he said, "I'm gonna talk to Eve. Make Eve, serpent go come through Eve, and then make her go through Adam." And that's how it's gonna get you.
Then eat that fruit that you can't. Now y'all realize y'all butt naked in the garden.
Now y'all butt naked.
And you ain't even know you butt naked before. You just thought you was. You right. Cause I just was going through that, or like the whole like polarity thing. That's true. Cause I don't look at things as truly good or evil. I just think that it's just like you said. Even in nature, I always tell people, like, if you're feeling some type of way, just look at nature. It's like there's a night and a day. There's a fall.
Exactly.
There's 4 seasons 2 of them ain't the best seasons. 2 of them are the better seasons.
Depending on how you look at it.
Depending on how you look at it.
Let me stop you real fast. And I'm cutting you off, right? But even and this is why I say when you get the good, it's gonna come with bad. And when you get the bad come with good too.
Yep.
Right? So the worst thing that ever happened to me is the best thing that happened to me.
Because it made you realize something that you was missing or a piece of information you needed.
Or it put you in the right position. So like a tornado came and took all my stuff back in the day, right? That if somebody said what you got on right now is what you got.
Yeah.
You ain't got no car, you ain't got no business. Like what you got on, you got no clothes, you ain't got no toothbrush. What you got on is what you got on, right? And you got to start life
from negative.
From zero. And I'm about to graduate college in 5 days. I'm like, what I'm gonna do? Like I ain't got no crib, ain't got no car, ain't got no toothbrush, ain't got all that. But then you know what that made me? It made me say, you know what, this ain't that bad.
Could have been
now
worse.
I'm fearless.
Yeah.
Cause somebody died.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that lived right there died, and I didn't get to die. I stayed here, but now I'm fearless. Because the worst thing that can happen to me, worst thing a person can feel is not having nothing. But I already experienced that.
Yeah.
So even if I'm up a little bit, I'm okay. As long as I got something to eat, I'm okay.
Okay, so that's
see what
for
I'm saying?
somebody. Because I had the same sentiment, and I thought about like I ain't never been that close to death, but I have been to I ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
And you just kind of you had that moment where you be like, damn, I ain't got nothing. And then you just like, well, I got maybe $32 in my account. I can eat today.
I can eat.
I'm straight until it start going back up. And like I feel like a lot of people, if you're trying to do entrepreneurship or just in life in general, a lot of people are scared to go from zero because they feel like they scared to see what people gonna say or talk about them. But it's like it's your life.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna go through zero, and it's okay to go through zero if you're trying to get to a different level. And like a lot of people don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like 95% of people don't want to do that.
I would probably say 98%. Right? Don't nobody want to lose. They it's like they afraid to lose something that they don't actually have because we ain't taking none of this with us.
None of it, bro.
You ain't taking none of this stuff with you. So what you afraid to lose? So a girl once asked me because I done started so many different businesses. I played with puppets. I did animations.
Yeah.
I didn't fix Xboxes and all this. And she said, "Well, do you be afraid like what people go say about you if you switch business to do all this?" I said, "Who cares?"
Why do you care about what people are saying?
And I'm not asking. I'm legit asking her like, who cares? Like they literally don't care.
It'd be wild, bro.
Like don't nobody. You think people really care what you're doing?
They don't.
Nobody cares what nobody's doing. Everybody fighting life. Life is whooping everybody's ass.
Completely.
Now they may look at you and say, "Oh, she doing this again," but other than that, then who cares? So what?
Life is kicking us in the mouth every day.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yo, it's so true, man.
Don't nobody care.
And what's crazy is about like when you lose everything, like how you go through different levels in life, like you start losing, like things will be negative, I guess you could say, then positive. Like it always is a major shift before you go through another level in life. And I think I hit another level of life a couple weeks ago, and I was like, dang, this is real. Like when you because I don't know if you ever lost somebody in your family that are close to you, when you lose it, and then something positive happened the same day.
Yeah.
Like super crazy, and you be like, "Oh, that's like God is like, yeah, that had to happen, so this can happen." And it's like I don't see it as a negative. I just like this was the timing,
right? So they all go together. Everything go together. That's why I say you can't. It's good in the bad and it's bad in the good. But the beauty is when you locked in, you can recognize it and be like, okay, I got this good, but I'm not gonna go over there with the bad because.
Facts.
I take it in college. I had got college famous, right, doing internet sketches. Everything was great. I started making money with the Xboxes, but then I got famous doing comedy in college.
Gotcha.
And the famous I got, the more liquor they would give me when I go places.
Oh,
you ain't got to wait in the line in the club no more. Come in, and then they give me liquor. And then they give me this, right? So now you got the girls, you got the liquor, you got all this. So now by default, I ain't even drink like that. But now I'm drinking like that.
Because it's free.
It's free, and they giving it to me. And they almost ain't taking no for answer. They just want to take the picture. And, hey, yo, let him in. That's my boy, man. Get the
2
shots.
bottles.
2 bottles. Now everything free, so now you alcoholic by mistake.
That's so
right?
true, especially in entertainment.
In entertainment, you alcoholic, but then you recognize now that I'm older now, like I ain't gonna be drinking like that. I'm in my 30s, man. I'm in my late 30s now, 37. So I ain't finna go to the club and be like, yo, pull up. I may have a drink every blue moon, but it ain't like not in college. But that's me being disciplined enough to know don't do that.
Oh, bro, I stopped drinking for real. Like I'll drink for like a celebratory. Like, hey, it's your birthday, take a celebratory champagne, but like I don't even know how drinks is made. I don't even know the verbiage of ordering a drink. But you do have to come. Like I look at a lot of people, like torn and being a comedian, we be in these clubs, and I be looking at people like, yo, you drinking every night, bro? We here for 5.
So I just want to say this. I'm cutting you off. A lot of comedians are alcoholics.
Oh,
by
a
default.
lot.
Because if you pack out a club, the club will give you all the liquor you can drink.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, the clubs just keep giving you drinks and giving you drinks. So a lot of comedians develop alcoholism. So they become alcoholics by mistake.
Facts.
Because you just get to drink unlimited liquor while you perform.
And if you're not a person that knows limits, you are gonna be drunk. Like I've seen people that just be like, yo, you super drunk. Like you like this every weekend. Like I can't even be. I feel bad for you, really.
Yeah.
Cause it's like you doing this to yourself, and you keep doing it, and you're not learning whatever lesson God trying to teach you. Cause bro, I done seen people get drunk, doodle on themselves.
Damn.
Man, dog, I done doodle. He done doodled in the shower.
No.
And I'm like, you don't think this is a sign from God telling you might got to stop with your shitty booty ass? Because this is ridiculous.
You can't.
Like you are grown as hell. You got kids, and you done doodled in the shower on yourself, and there's little droplets to where you at in the toilet. Come on, dog.
Come on, man. You got a doodle trail.
It was a whole trip, bro, and it stank too. I was like, bro, you got to clean this up because we ain't paying this hotel fee. That's a crazy hotel.
Oh, is it in a hotel?
It was in the hotel.
Nah.
But yeah, like entertainment is one of them ones that you be like, yo, this is a crazy place.
Take you out the game. That's why you see a lot of child stars.
Whew.
They can't make it because they was given everything as a teenager.
Absolutely.
So the transition be difficult. The transition to adulthood be difficult. That's why a lot of them don't make it.
It's because they don't have nobody like to tell. They haven't lived a real life, so it's like their real life is people on the set giving them everything.
Yeah.
Or people recognizing them and just letting them do everything. And
Yeah.
it's wild to see, and I feel for them, but it's just like, well, it's your journey. You kind of got to like figure it out yourself.
Yeah, and it's like, see, in the game you go get fake friends and real friends.
Yeah.
Right, and fake friends is just as good as real friends. Right, and what I mean by that is because I mean one time my girl back in college had said something, and I was like, she was like, but they probably ain't really even your friend. I said they not. I said they a fake friend, but they just as good as real friends. And she said, what you mean? I said, your fake friends will come help you move faster than your real friends will. I said, because your fake friends just won't say they know you.
Man, that's real as hell.
Yeah, they just want to be like, what you got to do? I'm finna go help Beyonce. I tell my girl, you love Beyonce, right? Well, if Beyonce asks you to come help her move, you go come help her move way faster than you go help your real friend because you just want to say, when somebody asks you where you going, I'm finna go over here with Beyonce.
You could just say that.
Yeah, help her move. Yeah, that's my girl.
My God, that's so true.
So fake friends, you just got to utilize it. They all got compartments, man. So you good. So you got fake friends and real friends, and fake friends come in handy and real friends come in handy.
They do. It is. It's crazy, but you can tell the difference between. It kind of be like a call you have, like you like, bro. Okay.
Long as they ain't no hater friends.
Them
hater friends is different.
I've never had. What's a hater friend? Maybe I've
friend
had.
that despise you, but they pretend to be your friend. I'm not saying that. Not the fake friend like that. But I mean like fake friend as in like they may not help you if you get jumped. That ain't a real friend.
We too grown to get jumped.
You never saw a jumping me come out the blue.
Well, if I get Trey, if somebody jumped me in Atlanta, I swear something wrong. Something is wrong.
Like you, my real friend. If I walk outside and he trying to jump you, I'm like, man, y'all ain't finna jump my dog. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
I hope like, Dad, what you do? I'm gonna pull the strap out at least. At the bare minimum, I pull the strap out for you, man.
They remember the time you said the dude walked into him, you saw the dude getting into your car, bro.
Yeah.
That's a reminder. Like,
because I look like I ain't got no strap on me.
You don't. You do.
I look like the nigga that ain't got no strap that you can slap. Boy, I would pull this strap out ASAP.
Boy, you do,
the
right?
strap stay on me. I'm like, damn, bro, I had a strap on him the whole time. He did not look like.
Oh, you pulling the strap out on it would be the funny. Because I'm just, you don't expect. Oh, okay, we got to leave him alone.
Sunday school, I look like I just got through teaching Sunday school lessons, man. I got the strap on me now. Right now, if somebody try to jump us, I'm pulling the strap out.
I look like I'm
only pull the strap out if it's necessary.
Yes, you got to use it, man.
Dex is bringing up a time somebody was in my car, y'all.
Man.
Somebody broke in my car, and I caught him in my car. So I had to pull the strap out.
Yo, that's crazy to me. Like, in my mind, because I know you, but in my mind, still don't correlate. You got the strap. So in my mind, I'd be like, oh, you do. But
You don't need it till you need it.
Exactly.
It don't never. I'm not strap happy though. I don't just be looking for a reason to pull the strap out.
I'm glad you're not, because I couldn't be friends with you. I'd be like, hey, bro, you just out here pulling pistols for no reason?
Nah,
This is what we doing?
In times of okay, what's going on? We get some straightening. That strap to get some straightening.
I've been here for straightening, but it's just like, all right, if we don't have to go to straightening, we don't gotta go to straightening. But when we go to straightening, it's going all the way to straightening.
Yeah.
Immediately, like you gonna have to call somebody.
Cause I look slappable. I know how I look. You know what I'm saying? I know in traffic when I hung at somebody, they be threatening me. Get out the car. Come on, man. I don't look like I can fight. I look slappable. See, if I was in your car, if I was in one of them Chargers or one of them Hellcats, and look, you know what I mean, they wouldn't tell me get out the car. The fact that I look like I'm a preacher's son, get out the car, nigga. Hey, bro, I don't know what you think it is, but this ain't that, man.
And then I think about the car you drive too.
Yeah,
it's even funny.
Yeah, it look more like I just left a college teaching some kids.
Man.
Listen, I had niggas tell me get out the car because I hunked. I'm like, bro, you ran a stop sign about to hit my car. What you want me not to hump?
Oh man,
like what is you saying?
I never even think of it like that. I look slappable, like, oh, you do, man.
Yeah, man, all the time.
They take a glove off and challenge you to a duel. Like, nigga, they just slap you with a glove? That's crazy.
I get challenged more than a lot. A lot of dudes be challenging me because I look like the dudes you can win against.
You know what's crazy? I get the opposite. I don't be getting
exactly,
and I be like,
because you look like you tougher. Not saying that you look weak.
Nigga be vegan like a motherfucker, sleepy.
You got a beard. You know what I'm saying? You dark skinned. You know what I'm saying? You look tougher. You look tougher than me. I look very like
it
like
does
wholesome.
make sense. Yeah, you do look like
you had a strap on you before I look like I had.
Yeah, and I don't even carry gun, which is even crazier. Which is wild, and I be in the streets way more than Trey be.
Yeah,
they be.
Dex be out here, but ain't nobody gonna mess with him because he cool too though.
I be chilling. It really
Dex
be the
cool.
people. I always had this mindset that like I'm around enough people in Atlanta. It's like family that like I don't have to worry, and I always say God is my gun.
Yeah,
I ain't got to worry because the people around me, I know. Like I'm never around unsolid people. I can't. As a man, be around unsolid people because it just don't make sense for me.
Yeah.
And I've never been like that.
but I done got slapped before for nothing.
Okay. Damn.
Like my man's getting into it with somebody crew, and I get slapped. Like, what I get slapped for? 'Cause I look like the first nigga that should get slapped. I don't know what that was about. Like, bro, just slap.
You right though, man.
But I'm the last one. I be feeling like I'm the last one to get slapped because I used to box. So I be like, my crew be like, he got the best hands. Why would y'all slap
you
him?
definitely would. Yeah, the Trey will five times before you even know. I'm like, hey, I can tell you. We was working out, he was doing some pull-ups. Like, I can't even do that. How you do that? What muscles are those?
I'm a little stronger than I look. So people be shocked when they be like, damn, bro, stronger in. So I done ragdoll. If somebody my size, I'm going to demolish them.
Yeah.
I say anywhere from my size to about 205. I know it sounds weird because somebody may be like,
big.
Yeah, and they be
big.
like, bro, no, you won't. I'm going to ragdoll you. You know what I mean? Even though I'm 30 pounds lighter than you or 40 pounds lighter than you, I be like, bro, you're not big enough. So I tell a dude that's bigger than me that he not big enough, and I be truly meaning that.
Cause it's really cause you know the truth.
Yeah,
like, bro, you smoke backwoods every day and you fat a little bit. You out of breath already.
And I'm bigger than what I look. I fight bigger than what I look. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't fighting nobody.
we not putting that in the atmosphere.
Yeah, let me say that out loud. That was my younger days when I was in my 20s, man.
It be some days I be wanting to fight, and I be like, do I really want to fight? Nah, I'm straight. Because if I get hit hard and get mad, I'm be like, now all my training out the window that I don't have. I just be like, my discipline to not swing wild is going to go out the window.
It'll go out the window.
And I'm going to end up on the cement looking at underneath the car. Not with that.
Nah, we not with that. We not with that, man.
Like, you got, what else we got in life going on, man? You got the pandemic. Are you popping back out? Are you popping out back outside and fucking around and finding out anytime soon?
Yeah, you talking about with the stand up
yeah, man.
So with the stand up, I'm going back on tour. Not just we.
Yeah.
Dex.
That's crazy.
Dex coming with me.
Which is crazy to say out loud because this nigga randomly told me in 2016, like, I'm going on tour. I will always tell this nigga this story. Like, bro, he said he going on tour. Seen this nigga tweet, sold out a 150-seater in a tweet. And I was like, oh, he figured it out, y'all.
Yeah.
She was crazy. And
at this time, the following yet.
Yeah.
So Dex, when I'm telling Dex this is like Dex, like how much time you never did on stage. I'm like, man, I ain't did nothing but like 20 minutes. That's probably the longest I've ever been on stage. But I had been doing sets, like
crazy.
working them out. And a year later, Dex saw me like, oh, he sold it out. But what happened was somebody pulled out of a show. Remember that was supposed to feature for me. And then you pulled in. Dex pulled in and like, okay, save me. So then I was like, okay, bet. That's how me and Dex really like locked in.
Cause I'm a nerd. If you don't know, I'm a nerd. Most people don't think I'm a nerd, but I be all in the technology and all of it. If you can see what we looking at, you'll be like, what is that control center back there? Bunch of stuff.
Dex is like the behind it.
I be feeling like I know I'm a nerd.
I'm talking about stand up. I'm talking about the feature. When my feature act didn't show up that time in Atlanta.
And then I had to go fucking find somebody do the audio or something crazy happened, and they wasn't doing it right.
And then Dex featured for me.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember Wellington was on the show too.
Yeah, Johanse. Like all y'all came and like ripped, and I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah, that's how Atlanta show up for you. So if you're doing the show, it's gonna be random Atlanta people there. You be like, I don't know who you are, go on stage. You be like, oh, you funny. That's crazy. Was not expecting you to be funny at all.
Yeah, you say you was not.
No, not you. But I'm just saying, like, you just don't be knowing.
From the internet.
Cause you be
coming from the internet.
No, not that part.
Okay.
Oh, you could tell if somebody like coming from the internet can do it on stage. It's just that you can just tell by their page. Cause people be like, hey, do this person do X, Y, Z? Like, go to their page. If they don't got no stand up on it, they probably don't do stand up. Or if you can't find it on any of the stuff they do, they probably don't do it. So
there was some good shows too. The crowd was hot, man.
Man,
to this day, I be like, them the hottest crowds I have felt. Like,
especially in that spot where it was at in the middle of Atlanta.
Relapse.
And your people that come out to see you be like, they be ready for stand up though. Yeah, aunties with the Android,
with the droids. My aunties.
Shouts out to y'all, man. Y'all be getting us through on the internet, bro. I appreciate y'all for real. Aunties on the internet, we salute.
Yeah, man.
We love y'all and y'all shapewear.
How you, man? How you feeling?
I don't know, bro. I just be waking up and be like, I'm doing stuff, and I get my bills paid, and I ain't really worried about nothing crazy. But other than that, I be straight. As long as I can go outside and have food and I got everything taken care of for the most part, I'm straight, bro. I'm not a extra excess person because I just never was like that. It just I be seeing dudes be like, bro, I'm gonna go get 30 million. I'm gonna go get a McLaren. I'm like, for what? You want the McLaren problems?
Neither one of us is like materialistic.
It don't make sense.
Yeah, we never like some dudes like need a Rolex or they need a Patek or like a watch or like I don't know. Maybe when we get hella bread, we may say let me grab something.
I think it might be. We just ain't hit that part
we
yet.
ain't hit the bread yet to make us materialistic enough. But at this level, we just be working.
That's all it is.
But comedians be down here. We like down here for
definitely.
Like comedians live down here, man. Like it don't take a lot for a comedian to live. We just be like, you got food, you got couch. All right, I can feature.
Yeah.
We'll go on the road with you. We'll go on the road with a nigga with no hotel room, just a couch. Nothing. They got a couch in there?
Thugging it, bro. And you be like, you look back at those moments and be like, oh, okay, I get it. It's not supposed to, like, it's just part of the journey.
Yeah.
My mom don't understand that. She be like, you need to be doing. Your mom's always gonna make you feel like you
need
not
some
doing
benefits.
Enough.
Need a job. Yeah, some benefits.
Like, well, how are you doing this? I'm like, I'm doing it. It's like, well, how are you? It's like, my bills are paid. You're fine. Well, you need to get more money. I'm like, it's coming. I'm working on it. Yeah. Relax, mom. Talking to you, mom. It's coming. But you said we going on tour, bro. You ready for that?
Yeah, just about. I've been gearing up again.
I gotta get my spirit back right.
You gonna be all right?
No, I'm talking about I gotta get big because I already know how this already do. I'm like, nigga, I'm little well right now.
We both just shrunk up. I was like, I gotta get back in there. I've been working out though, but I ain't. I got in shape, but now I gotta get on the weight gain because if we hitting the road in the winter, that winter be different.
Man, it do. It be that traveling be different. Mm-hmm. You be like, oh man, you don't be able to eat for real.
I was gonna say you can't eat like you normally would eat because you finding food.
Yeah,
you literally trying to find food. You like, okay, what spot they got? Okay, can't go too far out because you ain't trying to leave the hotel room like that. So you just trying to stay around.
You be
airport.
Like, what am I eating? French fries again.
Sleep getting hit.
Yep. Oh my God.
You gotta wake up, catch a flight.
A zombie. Talk about zombied out, man. You be so tired from like a trip. You be like, I gotta have a whole day of sleep.
Well, I slept for 12 hours one time after a show in DC. I couldn't believe it.
Damn, you didn't even set no alarm clock. You just naturally went to 12.
Nah, yeah, I naturally went to 12. Like I woke up and couldn't believe it. I was at my homegirl house and I woke up. And she had went to work. And when she came back, she woke me up when she came back. I'm like, what time is it? She's like, it's 3:00. I said, you lying.
In the PM?
In the PM. So I slept I slept from like 2, because I went to bed maybe 2 or 3 that night, all the way to 3
Oh man,
the
you
next
needed
joint.
it. Yeah.
Without waking up one time.
Hey, people, if you see people on tour and they gotta like do a lot of traveling, they are tired as hell. And if
Right.
you ask somebody if you're gonna take a picture or video, don't, because somebody might not be in the mood and you'd be tired. And I've seen it go wrong a lot of times.
Yeah.
And that might not be the best time. So I ask somebody, because I have seen people get in arguments. I've seen people get punched. I'd be like, oh, yeah, this guy is sleep deprived.
Yeah, a lot of people actually hate touring. Michael Jackson hated touring.
I can see
DMX
that.
hated touring. Lauryn Hill. That's why Lauryn Hill always late.
Because she hates touring.
She hate touring, man, bro. Oh, God, I realize now why Lauryn Hill is late.
I can see that.
Touring is painful to the body.
Bro, they don't even, like, for anybody that's never been on a tour before, this is going to do one stop. All right, this is what you're going to do. Wake up. You got the show's at 7 p.m. on a Saturday. If you're traveling the same day, you're probably waking up at 5 a.m., getting into the airport around 6. The one flight, don't let you take a connecting flight. Now you done travel from 6 a.m. to probably like 4 p.m. You done sat in the airport for 4 hours waiting for a connecting flight. And now you hit wherever you're going to go. Let's say New York City. Now you in New York City at 4. Now you got to get from the airport to the hotel.
Give them a date. Say we in New York City on a Friday.
Friday.
This is a Friday.
This is a Friday.
Okay.
This is all Friday.
All Friday.
The whole Friday.
Right?
Get from the hotel to the from the hotel, you got to sleep, change,
From the airport.
shower from the airport, then go from the hotel to the venue. Don't let the venue. You got to eat somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there, you throwing some food
Man.
down. Now you got to do the show.
Do the show.
Yo, adrenaline pumping.
So we're gonna do 2 shows. We're gonna give them 2 shows.
2 shows on a Friday. You got to do
Yeah.
a 7 and a 10.
Yep.
So that means you ain't out the building until about 12 or 1.
Yep.
Right?
God. Yep.
Now you make it back to the hotel.
Then you gotta go shower again.
Shower
go to
again.
bed. You might not shower again. You just gonna go. You gonna fall out.
Shower in the morning.
Yep. You might gotta work out if you try.
No. But you got to show on Saturday in another city.
Man,
Now what you gonna do?
You
So
gotta
you went
be
from New
up.
York. Now you got to go to Philly.
All right, so if that's the case, you got to wake up at like 4 a.m. the next
Again.
day to go to another airport.
You got to eat.
Yep.
You
It's
gotta
somewhere
eat.
in
You
there.
sleeping on the plane.
Oh, definitely
plane is
sleeping
what
on
you-
a dry mouth with a...
Yeah, you sleeping on the
You-
plane. Then sleep a little bit at the hotel. Do
Yep.
it all over again.
And
And the cycle repeats itself.
and people don't understand. That's taxing. It sound cool till you do it. And you be like, you don't even know what time it is. Don't let you switch time zones.
Yeah.
Oh, to West Coast.
But what gets you is like your sinuses, because people don't realize if you change in that many climates, New York winter is different from Baltimore winter.
Way
And Baltimore winter is different from Chicago. Then you fly back down to Atlanta and stay for a week. Now your body sinuses is trying to make sure you stay healthy, so it's switching up to the climates.
Yep.
Right? Because it may be 70 degrees in Atlanta and 20 degrees in Chicago.
Absolutely.
Then 20 in New York. But it's different types of cold.
And then you be sitting there like, boy, I am tired. So people that be thinking that we be ignoring them, we don't. We be tired. We really be at the house sleep. Like,
Yeah.
it don't be no, like, we do extracurricular stuff, but it be like, bro, once you get off
sleep.
that road, you be so excited to see you at bed. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's the most exciting. What's a place that you like put on your vision board that you want to do a show at? Like one you be like, I want, if I did here, like I know I feel good. Like that's a milestone for me.
A venue.
A venue,
A
yeah.
venue like so I got a few. I got Center Stage
Okay.
in the Midtown.
Okay, the
over
one
there.
that's right there?
Yeah, the one that's right there by my crib. Center Stage.
Okay.
The Fox Theater.
Here?
Yeah.
Where is the Fox?
Fox
The
on
big Fox
the big
Theater.
Fox
Okay,
Theater,
yeah, okay, yeah.
the-
I'm like, what
it's
are
like
we talking
4,600 seats.
Okay.
So Center Stage probably like 1,500, 1,600.
Okay.
Then the Fox is like 5,000.
That's
So then once I hit them 2 landmarks, and then the Garden would be when I do Madison Square Garden, that's one of my last show in my life. Like if I walk out,
nigga said I'm done.
I'm done. When I walk off that stage, that's gonna be it. Like,
I've done it all.
So you do Center Stage, the Fox Theater, then Madison Square Garden, and then it's like, okay, I'm
yeah, Madison Square Garden is like what, 20,000, 30,000?
No, it's but when they gotta cut it in half for the stand up, right? So then
Okay.
it'd be like 15, maybe 14, 15.
That's still a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, after
Come
you
in
do
or
that,
Or you gonna be what you doing? You walking off stage with me in the Garden or what?
I'm gonna be right there. What the hell
I
you talking about?
So what year?
What year? What?
Was you walking off stage in the Garden? What year you thinking?
What's today? 2025.
It's 2025. Because we play this back. It's
'Cause,
2025.
okay,
Hold on.
2025.
It's May 2025 right now.
Okay.
Right? if we walk off the stage in the Garden and they play this back, it'd be amazing. It's gonna look super dope for a documentary purpose.
It definitely is gonna be crazy, and we gonna be looking at this like, bro, we knew. What would be new though?
Because you know at the end, call everybody and say, yo, call the people out. We all
Yeah.
walk off like
Niggas
that.
cry and play some. What we gonna play? Lauryn Hill as we leave.
I don't know.
Niggas gonna
Boys
cry.
at the end of the road. I make them play end of the road. Although we've come.
Gonna be crying. People, mamas gonna be on the stage, babies and animals and whatever we got backstage. Yeah, I think.
How many
said,
years you think it'll take?
That's what I'm looking. I'm
Instead of
doing
going
numbers in my mind because I know once the tours start and then the everything start getting cooked on the internet.
Because it's so
and
weird.
broke
Because you
up
never
into
know
it.
like how fast you can grow in comedy with the internet now.
Yeah, because I'm like, what's crazy is I don't know. It could
Let me
be
guess.
3 years. It could be sooner. It just depends on how we put the clips out.
I say it like this. I say,
I'm gonna say 5.
you gonna say 5?
Yeah,
Over or under?
I'm gonna say under.
Under 5. I go slightly over 5.
Okay.
I go Fox Theater in 3. So I'm gonna go center stage in
Center
2.
stage.
Fox in 3.
Okay.
3 to 4 in the Garden in 4 to 6. 4 to 6 years. So by
Okay.
we gonna say by 2033 for sure.
2033 Garden.
Yeah, 2033. Yeah.
You hear that?
Garden,
Madison Square Garden, 2033. We coming for you.
And that's be the last show I'm gonna do. And then,
then
I ain't
we-
never doing comedy again.
I don't
go
think
to
you.
sleep.
I don't think you need to after that point. I would just sit in
You
my
got
house.
the bread
like,
now?
What?
You got the bread now.
I would sit there
Gonna
like
be the
Bill
last-
Burr and just talk to a computer all
Yeah.
day and just y'all. This is how y'all gonna see me. That's it.
Yeah. The Fox would be crazy too though. 4,600 people is like
Still
looking
a lot
out.
of people.
Yeah, looking out. You ever seen the inside of the Fox? Because it
I've
got
been
the
in
sky.
there.
As the
Wait, no,
ceiling.
I haven't been. I've been in the Buckhead Theater.
Okay,
I have been
got
in the
you.
Fox.
So the Fox got like a sky as the ceiling, so it looked like
Oh,
you're kind of
that's
outside
crazy.
a little bit. It's
Oh,
like
that's
a
hard.
animated sky. It's like blue. It's
What?
dope.
Where is the Fox? I'm
It's
trying to think.
on,
I might have been there.
Look, you know what the lab is called? You
I've
go
been-
straight down the street.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
you-
I've been
you
in the Fox
QT and all that, and it's to the right.
Okay, I've been in the Fox, but it's two like it's like multiple theaters in there though.
It could be.
Because I went to
Oh,
a
you
play
went to
there
those,
and it
gotcha.
was like not in this one. You got to go to the
The
other
second
one.
one. More than likely, because almost all venues in Atlanta got
Yeah.
a little room and a big room. In there.
Yeah, so I don't know what room I was in, but
Some of them got 3.
yeah, but it had to be the small one because that don't seem like 4,600 people could fit in where I
Got
was
you.
at.
So you probably was in a little one.
I was in like the
Ali
1,800.
Sadiq doing he doing the Fox this year.
This here
Yeah, I think in maybe
in a
this
couple
month.
weeks. He
Maybe
just did a Shake Club Shake. Shout out to the OG Ali Sadiq, man. He be
Yeah,
that is crazy to see, man.
that's an example of what can happen in
And
that quick.
and I already see it like, cause in my mind, like it just like in my mind, I would just automatically be like, this you J. Cole, but it's like they ain't really see J. Cole run through the internet yet for real.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that you seen what you produced and what you made from your mind run through the internet.
Yeah,
But when they see actually you and what you're doing going through the internet, I think it's gonna be even more of a like, oh, this is real type for everybody that's been along with you in this journey.
right. Because the introvertedness in me don't. It hasn't. I ain't gonna say it hasn't allowed me, but I'm reluctant to put it on the internet.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, okay, let's put it out there.
Oh, yeah.
Now I come out there and it's like, okay, like this summer, it's like, okay, I'm gonna really put myself on the internet.
Yeah, you got to. And I'm also an asshole as a friend. I should be, cause I'm pretty sure I'm the opposite of him. Like my family
Yeah.
be screaming and going drag racing and shit. We are not introverts at all. So we gonna probably push him and be like, hey man, do that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck what these people talking about. Just how my attitude is. But I feel like you gotta have the yin and the yangs, or it's just like just
balance.
yeah, you do. Cause it be stuff I be like, I might have said too much. I shouldn't have said that, but it came out. I'm sorry, y'all. It is what it is. But it's also like you very super calculated mind. I'll be like, all right, within this box, I know I could play. Now the edge is right there. I'm gonna go to the edge and mess with the edge a lot of times, but I'm not gonna try to jump out there if we know this is what we doing. Because a lot of people try to do that, and they're like, bro, just stick to the plan. You're not bigger than the plan.
Yeah, you're not bigger than the program,
Not
man.
bigger-
Nobody's bigger than
Nobody
the program.
is. Like, no
Nobody.
matter what you think, you still part of the program, bro. You just got to play your part in the program. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't play part of the program because
It's
they,
ego.
yeah, and it's crazy. I mean, like, my mind never understands, I understand what ego is, but I can never understand how people could be part of a plan and will throw a wrench in the plan because they feel the type of way or they feel like they should be somewhere else.
I'm gonna give you an example, right? My boy Sidney Castillo.
Yeah.
Right. I've been going on the road with him. It's the first time somebody took me on the road and let me feature for them.
Facts.
Right. So thank you, Sidney, for allowing me to feature for you. Sidney don't like. He had to get comfortable with me taking pictures of him with fans or like me like grabbing his luggage to do the merch or all that. Right.
Gotcha.
He's like, no, Trey Moe, you my friend, man. I'm like, bro, you headlining.
You sound just like him.
Yeah. No, Trey Moe, man, I do my friend. I don't feel comfortable. Like, Sidney, shut up,
like
man.
him.
I don't feel that way. So that means you putting your feelings on me.
Can't.
Right? This is the program. You headlining allows me to be here to work on my craft, right?
Exactly.
So I'm going to make it as easy as possible. So I got to play this position right here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't want you worried about coming out the green room, setting up a merch table, trying to figure that out. Fam, just stay with the jokes. What you need? You need something?
Yeah.
So he had to get comfortable with me playing a position, you know what I'm saying? Because he's like, man, you my friend. I don't feel like it ain't that I'm playing a subpar position or I'm up under you style position. It's just like, no, this is for the bet. We trying to win.
Yeah.
We coming out here to win. So I may not need to score tonight. I may need to just get 20 rebounds like Rob used to do.
That's all you need to get 20.
Right? And that's it. So he had to get comfortable with that. But it's like that. It's like I never ain't no ego with me saying, oh, like I may be working in the merch table. Somebody may ask me for an autograph. I may sign an autograph. That don't make me feel less of. That they recognize me from the internet and want to take a picture with me and all that. That ain't gonna hurt my ego is saying that. No, because who cares?
No, nobody can well, that's also us. That's how our mind is. But I think our minds I think we just came from like a background where it's like our minds are switched to this mode. I'm like, you can't really get me out of this space of I understand everything, and everything is like you can't emotionally move you to feel away.
Yeah.
Unless it's a woman, then women be having us all messed up, I'm sure.
Yeah, women will take you out your
Man, you be like, I'm a strong man. You crying on the bathroom floor. You got tissue in your beard. Bro, that shit is ugly.
You hate to see your man's lost in the sauce, man.
Oh, man.
That
that's
be the worst when
worst.
your man's get lost in the sauce.
Oh,
You
bro.
like, bro, you straight? Come on, bro.
You so right when you was like, God, you get success, certain things start coming to women and the alcohol, bro. It really be like that, man. Cause I've been shouts out to Ha Mafia. I've been with them, like they'll be having a tour or something and they'll be like, bro, just come do X, Y, Z. So I come help out. But like to see T.I. do comedy, but it be packed out like every show and the amount of women, I'd be like, I'd have messed this up so long ago. I was like, and this is T.I. now.
So you know why he was going through all that stuff he was going through back in the day.
Man.
It was
I'm like, yo, bro, you at your height, not even your height, but just at 24-year-old T.I., man, I would have lost oh my God, I wouldn't have been able to made it. Wouldn't have made it.
That's why you look at stuff and be like, I'm glad God didn't give me that. You look back and be like, I'm glad God didn't give me that because I would have took myself about the game.
Would have been in here. They'd have had a rest in peace me somewhere because I'd have been an overdose.
On the T-shirt. You on a nigga
Would
T-shirt?
definitely been on a T-shirt from a cut. Dog, not my thug, not Dex.
Not my man Dex.
Man, because I can only imagine getting all of that stuff. Like, I just be around it. I'm not the focal point of it, but I'm just around it, helping out, and part of the, the program, basically. It just be like, damn, this is crazy. Like, you got to get in a whole nother car. We all got to be on a group text. Like, where we going afterwards? So we stay together.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to see, like, the people that you see having the tours. It's a group of people that you see that's traveling together, and it's kind of like your family for the next 3 to 6 months or however many dates you set up. Well, that'd be a lot of people. Like, what do you do when you're on tour to, like, get your mind right, like, before the show, after the show, like, before pre-show?
The headlining or like
pre-show? Oh, it's two different.
What you mean? So with Sydney,
okay,
the featuring is easier.
Okay.
Like as far as mine, right? When I was headlining, I didn't do nothing the night before. Like I would stay in the house. I just go with my jokes because it was my first time headlining, and I wasn't. I didn't go on the road and feature with nobody, so I didn't want to mess up. So I was super OCD.
Man, you jumped out the window.
I jumped out the window all the way. I had no choice. But that's why I tell you sometimes your back against the wall is a good thing.
Because you just
struggling. If I didn't struggle and somebody had took me on the road, then I may have stayed on the road with them and not taught myself how to headline.
You're right.
Or not develop myself into a headline.
Gotcha.
Because I was like, I got a headline because nobody's helping me. So I was like, I got to figure out how to get this money in the quickest way. Because I remember when I met you, I was like, I'm a headline and I'm going to do this. I'm going to go on tour.
Facts.
I was adamant.
Facts.
I was adamant about it. So that pushed me into that edge of like, okay, I'm going to do it.
Facts, you got to do that. Like I just started maybe popping out by myself. Not just started, but like I've been doing them online. And I'll be like, oh, it's way different because the people really come to see you.
Yeah.
Which is even crazy, and it's kind of slick, easier to tell the jokes to me because they came to see you. So whatever silly shit you want to say, you can say it.
But it'll trick you too. So
Yes.
what I mean by that is because your basketball, let's say the ball was this big, your basketball hoop is this big, right? That's why I like going on the road featuring because I know this ain't my crowd.
Yep.
This is Sydney's crowd or another comedian's crowd. So I got a true basketball.
Yeah.
hoop. So now I know if this worked for his crowd, when I get to my crowd, I'm gonna destroy it.
Somebody choking, somebody finna pee on themselves. I always call them the away games. Like I've had so many away games that my home games be like, this will be easy. Like it don't even be like you try. It just be like come out and it be like, oh, I had a lot of away games. Got it. I like away games, but it's way easier when it's just they there for you.
Yeah, when it's a home game, you gotta worry about it.
And especially being in Atlanta doing comedy, them away games be real. Every game is an away game filled with Hennessy, margaritas, and chicken wings.
Yeah,
and,
people drunk.
Bruh, 38 TVs is on. It's the game on. They rolling blunts.
I was just gonna say somebody rolling up.
It's always
Atlanta.
somebody rolling
Somebody
up.
always rolling up at a comedy show.
Yeah,
online.
it's always.
We can smoke. Was it asked that one person go, can we smoke? Then everybody go, hey, we can smoke.
Well, you start seeing packages come out of it
We
everywhere.
can smoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can smoke.
That's exactly how it be. It's a natural, like to everybody, to us it's like a natural thing that you see all the time. But to other people, like oh my God, you can do that. Like, yeah. This is the part where you find out who does what drugs, and you be worried for some of them. Especially if you see somebody when your homeboy, boy, you done went to the bathroom about 37 times already.
Yeah.
What you doing over there? You skiing on that white girl? And you just gotta be like, well, that's what you do. That's what you do. I ain't even judging you, man, because somebody else could be just out here having hoes.
Everybody got a vice.
I be trying not to have a vice. Like I try my best to not have a vice.
Then you slip around, have a positive, and it turn to a vice.
Having a what?
A positive and it turn to a vice. Like you obsessed with working out or you obsessed with
Facts.
It's like a muscle head.
Yeah, that's their vice.
He turned his something good into a vice by mistake. Now he juiced up. You know what I'm saying? Now he unhealthy. Yeah. Now he unhealthy with the vice.
Yeah.
So you gotta be weary.
It's hard, bro, to have that balance. It really is. Nipsey Hussle did say it, man. Nipsey Hussle knew. He knew, bro.
I'll listen in the morning. I'll try to listen to motivational every morning. I like to play the Nip interview. Cause
he really be like, you go through everything, all of the emotions. I'm like, bro, I done went through all of the emotions.
He described your journey. That's why I think we connected. Look, I be telling people this, right? Because Nipsey was one of my favorite. That's what inspired me to tour. And this is before he passed. I wasn't just saying this. Like before he passed, I was telling people like I'm gonna set it up like because I saw what he did with his fan base. Proud to Pay, and it was like, damn, he sold it for $100 an album, sold 1,000 of them, made a 100 pack quick, right? So what I was looking at with Nip, the way he built this fan base, they was proud to pay and get him. That's what was on his journey. But Nipsey couldn't rap. When I read Nipsey raps, and I try like this ain't hidden when I say it, but the way Nip would say it, Nip couldn't rap, but he could rap.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Look up Nipsey Hussle Sway freestyle rap. Nipsey's on there. He was trash. And he was rapping some writtens. It was trash. But when he got in that studio and put it on wax, it was the way he said it that made you feel it.
Yeah, I'm with you
know
there.
What I'm saying? Like, for instance, Nip said this one time. He said, you can have whatever you want. You got to control your breathing. Now he said you can last as long as you want. You got to control your breathing. You can have whatever you want. It's all about your reason.
Okay.
It be super simple, but it be hit. You be like, yeah, I can have whatever I want. It's all about my reason.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It's like he say the most simplest shit.
And then it hit.
And it hit so much different when he's saying it. You can feel it. You can feel his
That
raps.
makes sense. That's like who else say some stuff that just super like, I bet, I get it.
James Brown can't sing.
Man.
But you can feel what he's saying.
Talking about him, bruh.
James Brown cannot sing. You be like, James Brown is terrible. But you can feel what he's saying, so it sounds so good.
You be like, this nigga says nothing, but he is saying everything at the same time.
Sometimes he say the same thing over and over again. And try me.
Man.
Try me.
The whole song is 2 words.
It's try me.
Yeah.
But you feel it. He
whole
literally
time.
saying "try me" the whole song, but you like, damn, I feel, bro. Try me.
Yeah, and then he starts speaking in that cocaine. And then it's Valentine. You be like, yeah. You be like, I don't know what James said, but
It
he
feel
saying
right.
it. That's what I be telling people. Like, it's
It
about
feel
the
right.
feeling. It's not about how. It's really the feeling of anything. You could say
Exactly.
how you said the simplest thing, and it'd be like, okay. But
You-
I ain't never even think about Nipsey can't rap. Like, you know
He
what?
can't rap, and I
I
love
think
Nip.
about it.
One of my favorite rappers. I like, bro. When I started, like, bro, I can't rap, but he can rap.
It's like he know what pocket to get in, and then
It's a frequency.
yeah, you gotta have a frequency.
Everything is a frequency. Because somebody can
definitely.
be super talented singing, but they ain't hitting the frequency right. That's why they like
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige after her heartbreak. They be like, man, when Mary J. get a heartbreak, because they put her in that frequency,
Great album
you can
coming.
feel her.
Mm-hmm.
You can,
I can see that. I think that's why comedy's like that, because you take the worst of yourself and then just put it on display for
They
everybody.
can feel it.
And it's like, bro, we all like this. I'm just real enough to say this and tell y'all this.
That's why Ali Sadiq blowing up the way he blowing up, because they can feel his stuff.
Yeah.
He on stage crying.
Boy.
No, respectfully, he
He
on
did,
stage
he
crying.
did, he
Literally,
did.
the audience crying. They can feel it.
Yeah, that's real, man. And it's so hard to get to that place where you can talk about your faults.
Mm-hmm.
And it's real hard for people to like convey. Even with failed relationships, bro, I still be having a tough time trying to figure out how to talk about some of these jokes. They're not even jokes. People will laugh when you tell them it, but translating it from just talking to on a stage is way different.
It is.
Cause then you're gonna sound depressed if you say so. Nah, it's sad.
And it's a room for people that came to be entertained.
Yeah, it's like, nah, I
You
don't
can
want to
feel
make
it.
them feel sad.
So it's a middle ground where you be trying. I
Yeah.
want to talk about this, but I don't want to bring the room down so bad that I can't bring it back up.
Yeah. Cause it's like, it's so hard. It's stuff I've
difficult.
I've been trying to work on since it happened. I'm like, bro,
It's
this
difficult.
ain't. It's one day it's just gonna randomly happen. I'm like, oh, I figured it out. But until then,
Yeah.
it'd be stuff, because I'd be talking about the darkest stuff, and I'd be like, but it'd be funny. So I'd be like, but the figuring it out was man, them open mics when you trying to figure out your set and it's dark and you be like, boy, we finna see how this go.
Yep.
Those be my best. Like at Peter Street. How you like Peter Street? You coming up with some good stuff in
Yeah,
there?
man, I love Peter Street. I switched up the mic. Remember I told you last week.
Yeah.
I switched up
Probably
the
way
mic.
better than when you that way. Probably.
Yep. One, because it allowed. So they did 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of just doing the host, because you usually get what
6, 7.
7 minutes. Instead, I did 3 minutes, but I got to do 3 minutes twice. So everybody got to feel the crowd hot,
Got you.
and they got to feel the crowd again.
Oh,
so
okay,
it worked
that
that
makes
way.
sense.
So it ain't no good or bad spots.
It's just
Everybody go get a good spot.
Got you,
Either
got
you go
you.
get the good spot in the beginning. If you either you go get the good spot in the middle, or you go get it in the beginning. Or your set. So it could be your first 3 or your second 3. You go get a good
Yeah.
spot in. So I liked it like that,
That's
and it made
smart.
everybody stay too.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah.
So it kept the room packed because everybody wanted their second run
That's
versus
smart.
a guy coming in doing his 5 and then sliding out.
we definitely gonna do it like that again. That's whenever.
I'm telling you, the room didn't drop off at all. It was not a drop off in the room.
And then that's a wild room. Shout out to everybody that come to Peter
Yeah.
Street Station, bro. Y'all real, man, for real. Cause y'all
Dex-
be sitting through the bullshit. to be
Dex
honest
hosts
with you.
one of the wildest rooms. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Man.
It could be cool. It could be wild. It could be great. You don't know what, because they coming in, and I love that because it's sporadic.
But that's how comedy is
It's
in real
sporadic.
life.
It prepare you for everything.
Cause I be telling
You got
people
one of the
like
best rooms.
it be having the younger comics in there, and a lot of them used to be scared to come in that room, and I'd be like, is it because it's a black room, or is it just that you not prepared? It's not tailored to how you feel like it should be for you. I was like,
Yeah.
cause they listening. It's just that it's your job to make them laugh, and a lot of people like, bro, it's so much fun. Once they got off saying, like, bro, I had so much fun. Like that's what we're here for. Like we're not here to tear you down. We want you to do good. We want you to build that setup till you get to a place where somebody hits you like, yo, bro, you got enough time to feature. But it's like it's dope to see the talent in there, because it's like, damn, it's like my little crazy little kids is running around there. Like I literally can see like, oh yeah, you used to come to my spot all the time, and then to see them be like go other places, like, bro, that's easy. I'm like, yeah, because you was in here
Yeah.
doing the crazy mic.
Now you basically had the gym where you had the best equipment, and now when you go to the gym where everything flow with an AC on,
Yeah,
I've been training where it's 100 degrees. So
Man.
now I'm training. Now I'm fighting where it's 70 degrees. I'm equipped.
that's
Equipped
exactly
now.
how I see it. I'd be like, bro, I don't know. I always wonder, like, I was like, I could go to the white way, but I'd be like, I don't know if that's I see it, but I don't even know if that's a place I would tangibly want to go as me as a person. Like,
You
you
know,
know
with
what
the
I'm
mics?
saying? Yeah, like I can go to I can go there. It's like, sometimes you're gonna end up in an all white facility. It is what it is. They love black people. But it just be like sometimes people like, why don't you go to LA? Like, bro, I don't think that's the wave anymore.
I
Like,
don't think so either.
it hasn't been there since like I want to say 2015.
Yeah,
Cause the internet.
15 to 17 where the drop off started happening. After 18, it was like, and then the pandemic hit, you
Yeah.
realize you ain't need it.
Now it's like, oh, we just out here free for all, and we build it ourselves to get it.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. But it's like a lot of people still be like, yeah, I'd rather go do it that way, which is cool if that's what you want to do. But it's like when the people done with you, what you gonna do? If you ain't build yourself while you was doing it. So that's just how my mind work. But I be looking at people like, yo, keep doing your shit, keep going.
And there's more than one way to skin a cat. So we
Definitely
knocking nobody
is.
that
Not
do
at all.
that. But I like the independent route because I get to control how much money I make.
Yeah, there's
every
no
time.
there's no cap. You just gotta do the work, and you be like, oh, we did it, the work, and then we implemented it, and
That's
we
the hard part.
made X, Y, Z. The work part be cool with me. I like being ugly. I always tell girls or women, they be like, why you like being ugly? Like that's the best part, because that means when you ugly and you grinding, like nobody be mad in that they planting a seed and dirty in the field, actual like planting watermelon, flowers, and nothing.
Great analogy.
But you doing it, you gotta be. But then when you plant it, you was ugly while you was planting it. Through that whole process, 3 months later, you got a whole tree of berries,
Now
fruit.
you at the table with the watermelon.
Yeah, you having a ball right now.
Having a ball. Now you clean at the table.
Now you gotta be, but a lot of people don't want to be ugly, and being ugly is half of life. You gotta be ugly to be cute.
Just go. You have to get dirty sometimes. That's a great analogy.
Cause boy, we be ugly a lot of days. Running around Atlanta, I love a good coming out the car and some slides.
I'm gonna steal that analogy too. You go see it on another podcast.
Go right ahead,
No,
bro. Bro, that's just really, really. I really was living like that. Like my homeboy is an actual farmer, so we used to be like, you gotta get dirty so you can do X, Y, Z. And every time I got dirty, it's like, oh, I gotta do this to go to there.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't want to get dirty, man. Get dirty, y'all. Whatever you doing,
Look,
it's okay.
I was dating my girl. I said like an analogy like that, right? So deep. And my girl did an interview with the New York Times, and they had made it like the headline of what she said. Well, so let's say "get dirty" like was the headline, but she had stole that from me. So they had made my So when I saw the article, like, oh, that's who. And she was like, she said, I was so mad that they used that as because he was like, he gonna get me because she said it. She recited it like she had.
Like she had came
Yeah,
up
like
with it. Oh yeah, it flew off, and it's like, hey,
It
is
flew
what
out
it
like
is.
she said it with such good energy. So I'm like, damn, bro, they gonna steal my. You know,
Hey.
they had the video that you just gonna steal the interview like that, steal my junk and put it in the interview like that. But she was like, I knew you was gonna say that when I saw the headline. Like, why would they choose that as the headline? Like, cause it was deep. That's why.
Yeah, we be needing the deepness, man. You be needing it. You got anything that you want to let shout out to these people, let them know where they can find you at, even though they can find you that.
Yeah, y'all can find me Trey Moe, TreyMoe, on the internet. That's it.
On the internet. That's true.
Anywhere on the internet. I got where I teach. I got another site where I teach financial literacy and how to make money with YouTube and stuff. It's called Learn with Trey. Y'all can type that in too. That's pretty much it, man. You can catch me at your auntie house, man.
Eating greens and macaroni and cheese.
Exactly. The stuff that got Big Mama leg cut off, man. You
I
feel
don't
me?
know if
That's
I
what
can
we
do
eat.
that. You can have that.
The
I done
food that
seen
got
that.
Big Mama leg cut off. That's what I'm
Hey.
eating. No, I'm just playing.
You can only eat that in small portions. That's what you only do
On
that during-
holidays.
Yeah,
You realize now that ain't meant to
Boy.
be ate every Sunday.
every Sunday is
That's not meant to be.
crazy. Unless we working at a steel mill or something, then I get you can work that off. But if you sitting at a desk every day, do not eat like Big Mama.
You can't eat like that.
You can't eat 17 pounds of grits and then think you're gonna be healthy the next week.
Nah, then praying over it.
Yeah.
For the nourishment of our bodies and soul. Nah, this ain't it, Big Mama. This is not for the nourishment of
Not
our
at
bodies
all.
and soul.
Unc finna eat 7 plates of this.
Yeah.
Why don't do
That's why
that?
he got
to him.
high blood pressure now. You can't eat. His food ain't got no salt in there. She made him separate. She had to make his food separate with no salt. Come on, man.
He got to go get his socks, his sugar socks, and compression
Yeah.
copper socks. That's how you. That's how you know. Like, hey, you
Ankle swole.
can't even put their shoes on. They got cut the little slit in them.
Nah.
Why? You got to have shoes with no laces. Make sure y'all like and subscribe too, man. Cause this is great. By the way,
Thank you for having
This is
me
great, man. Appreciate
on the
you pulling
podcast,
up, man. Cause Trey don't come out the house for real. Unless he's like, I would say if it's comedy related,
I be trying though.
he be trying.
I really be trying to get myself
do.
up out of that.
And I can tell by the text how I know he not gonna come. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I'm like, oh yeah, he ain't pulling up. He ain't pulling up.
So I'm like, I'm gonna check it out. But I shock people sometimes to pull up though when they be thinking they ain't coming.
Yeah, he do. But when he come, he pull up, man.
Yeah.
He be having the GoPros and everything ready. So man, I appreciate you, man. We going on tour. Whenever he say we getting ready to go up, you gonna see it. It's gonna hit your internet.
Yeah, I've been saying that for the longest, but
we gonna get him right. We gotta get him out of the introvert. We gotta go in the extrovert, and then he gotta go back in the shell. Cause that's how you replenish your energy.
Yeah, they gonna be asking you, man, what Trey Moe at, man? He be coming out when he come out.
Bro. That's exactly what I be telling people. I be like, bro, don't ask me. Text him if you want to text him, nigga. I was like, it's a grown man. He be having life to deal with just like us all. That nigga probably sleepy right now. All them. And how many videos a day you think you stop counting, don't you?
Yeah,
how many you edit? You just be like, I did enough today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking a nap.
Because it's like different. I may have a cartoon video. I may have an educational video. I may have a sketch video, a puppet video. You know what I mean? So many different videos I be editing. So I think it's different parts of the brain. Because some of them creative parts, and then some of them are like mechanical parts. Like I'm putting stuff together on some engineering type stuff.
I'm with you there, bro. Because I suffer from not suffer from the same thing, but I do the same thing. Like I could do that, then I go over there. Like, okay, I can see what I could do X, Y, Z there. And even when you was showing me some of the stuff that you was doing, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, because funny is an art.
It definitely is
funny
art.
Funny is an art, right? So you may have to edit some stuff that ain't an art. That's a mechanicals, like it's like you got to engineer, like this cut got to look right. But then you got to add the art of let me edit it to be funny.
Yep.
And that's in itself is an art. So using the artistic side of your brain with the editing. So it's a whole different field.
And it's an actual, like, companies actually be needing that. And I didn't realize how integral being a comedian is in society at large. Because they use comedy for everything. Literally every commercial has comedy in it.
Yeah, it's a good equalizer.
And it's so crazy. You be like, well, wait, so this could be my job? Somebody can hire me to write something funny for a Cool Whip commercial?
Or like a speech.
That
like
too.
You punching up the president's speech. So that way, that's why if you notice Obama had like little punch-ups.
Yeah,
Trump and them,
sure.
they got punch-ups. So like they be funny in their speeches.
Yeah, they be like, that is true.
Like when they do speeches, they have like punches so that way they can like break the ice in the room.
You think they got they gotta have comedians that are like,
or just like some TV show writers or something like
that.
Yeah,
it gotta be, because I be like, some of them speeches be like, how you know about that? Like, I know you don't be watching none of these. You don't know what the backwood is. How do you know that?
So it be moments, man.
It do. But hey, make sure y'all like and subscribe. It's No Drop. We started a new page thanks to Trey Moe, man. Right. I was messing up on the other page. Right. I wasn't messing up. I just didn't know my transmission was blew out.
So you drove and drove?
Yeah, I was just driving. And I'm like, you know what? I think I need to listen and get out my way and then just do that shit. But appreciate you for even like doing all that. It's wet a little bit. The nigga just licked me.
Ain't no biggie.
But yeah, appreciate that, bro. Make sure y'all tap in with everything he got going on, everything I got going on, everything that's actually you finna see a lot of it. I'm just gonna not say
Talk
shit
to these
no more.
folks.
I'm just saying you're gonna start seeing it hit your phone, and then you're gonna be like, oh, this real. Like, yes, it's real. And it's coming to a city near you. And your mama gonna love it.
And we out.
Yeah, bro. You just gonna sit on my lap the whole time, bro. This nigga here, man. Go sit on the. We're done, man. I don't know. We about to check. We did about hour 20.
Hour 20, okay.
Yeah.